a tough crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, time now.
Tough room.
For this hour's car review. Mike Mars reviews the Cadillac Escalade.
Oh, man.
V-Series, not just
Four-wheel drive.
That's
Actually,
a
it's
trim.
all-wheel drive.
That's a trim. The V is a trim level.
Well, it's way beyond just trim.
Can I start now?
Sure, go for it.
Now, let us go ahead and argue this about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So y'all, we'll come back to y'all in a little while then on that one. So it is the 2023 Cadillac Escalade V-Series four-wheel drive. It's a technical term for it. I'm going to call it an all-wheel drive because it's pretty much all-time four-wheel drive. And this is the V-Series. And to whatever they were talking about earlier, it's basically an Escalade hot rod. I mean, this is the only way to fly. It is a full-size luxury SUV that is a really hauls donkey whenever you want it to. Depending, this particular vehicle is set up for 7 passengers, is what they say. I'm personally going to stay with the 2 adults in the front, 2 adults in the captain's chairs, and then the kids in the back. And for the exterior, the V-Series has a different front and rear fascia. It's got a special grille up there on the front of it. We happen to have the $1,225 paint option that was worth every bit of it. I got so many compliments on the color and the paint quality of that vehicle.
It's bad to the bone,
Ooh,
brother.
I'm telling you.
That's the red one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And had the power running boards. They call them assist steps. They came out quick. Some of them I've actually had to wait on to come out, but this thing, you're ready to step up there, and they're there. Rolls on some unique 22-inch wheels on the outside of it. Got a sunroof. Got a power lift gate. Actually has the glass that will lift in the tailgate. I used it once, and I was surprised whenever it popped open instead of the tailgate. Yes, it is. So, but you roll into the interior, got leather seating. The first row is heated and ventilated with massaging, I have to say. The second row is another set of bucket seats. The third row is a split 60-40 folding seat, which, again, that's for the children. Got some zebra wood trim throughout. Had a 16-inch touchscreen sitting up there in the middle of it. Had a 14.2-inch driver's screen with a heads-up display. So there's lots of information out there that you can spread that out on. And basically, this is basically an Escalade, but it's got the special stuff, including the badging for the V-Series.
Everything about it is V.
It is.
The seats are special. All of it is special.
And you're going to find out how much that's going to cost you here. And it also had the AKG, which I'd never heard of, but an AKG 36-speaker audio system built into this thing. And I don't care where
Jimmy
you're at
Buffett
in it.
never sounded any better.
And no matter where you're at in there, you can make it sound good. Now, getting down to the fun stuff. Up under the hood to make this thing go is a hand-built 6.2-liter supercharged V8 engine. Now, this engine, there is the supercharged engine in the CT5 V-Series. This is actually a larger supercharger because of where it sits in the engine compartment to get the air up into it, get the airflow going and stuff.
More room.
Running at 10 pounds boost, but it's got to compensate for where it's at to get the air in there. 682 horsepower and 653 pound-feet of torque with a 10-speed automatic transmission behind it. And it is capable of towing up to 7,000 pounds, by the way, and I bet you it tows pretty quick. The EPA says you should be looking for 11 in the city, 16 on the highway, 13 combined premium fuel. This is a premium fuel vehicle. I drove this vehicle 332.8 miles, so I had a lot of highway miles on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the fun part. Listen to this.
And so it kind of fades over to the highway, 16 miles per gallon. But I actually, the week I had it and put gas in it twice, it was 13.6 miles to the gallon is the average.
Actually, that's not too bad.
How was the on-ramp acceleration test?
Let me tell you.
That right rear tire no longer exists.
I will say, yeah, it's Cadillac says 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, 12.74 and a quarter mile at 110 miles an hour.
And what did you get, Mars?
Well, obviously, we can't go put it on a track. I mean, I wouldn't dare put it on a track without their permission.
You don't have to put it on the track.
I would not argue these. I would not argue these statistics in any form or fashion. I'm just going to tell you, and I will tell you another thing that helped me with the fuel economy. I mean, I tried to
tailwind.
No,
he didn't drive it.
I sat on the front porch with a remote start.
Sail on the top of it.
You crank that thing up, and it's got a really unique
wakes
sound
the neighbors
to it.
Up.
It does, and it's almost like the RPMs whenever you change gears or you downshift. It adjusts when you start it. Wow, and it's really cool at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was just going to say the police came, didn't they?
Well, the lights came on in the neighbor's house. Let me just say that. So anyway, so we did a lot of that. That was a lot of fun there. Got a magnetic ride control with the air ride system. So, it's got a great ride when you get it out on the highway. It also has launch control, by the way. I just wanted to mention that.
You found that up.
Yeah, I found that. So you can
have
get
30 seconds left.
You can get a regular Escalade at $79,295 starting.
No, you can't find one for that.
That's base model price. Okay. So base trim price for an Escalade V-Series, $149,195.
Yeah.
However, we had a few extras on top of that.
Yours as tested.
$155,365 is the MSRP as tested.
Chump change.
Chump change. You
And
want something to
sell
compare
every
it
one
to?
they build.
Yes, because they're only going to build 2,750 of them per year. The only two I found that I would even think comparable
10 seconds.
is the GLS 63 AMG, 603 horsepower at $139,000. The Land Rover, 523 horsepower at $193,100. If you want one, get it. You will not regret it.
That's it.
Are you